Hello, friends of the world. I'm Minako Saigo, a member of Reiwa Shinsengumi, the most progressive party in Japan. Yesterday, we released a statement on Venezuela. Let me share this with you. Statement: protesting the U.S. invasion of Venezuela. On January 3, 2026, the United States carried out military actions against Venezuela, including airstrikes, detained President Maduro, and abducted him to the United States. U.S. President Trump insists he will run the country until the transition of power is complete, also mentioning the restoration of oil infrastructure and securing concessions for U.S. companies. This constitutes a clear military invasion against another nation's sovereignty and territory. Critically, this invasion aligns with the national security strategy the U.S. published last December. This strategy positions the Western Hemisphere as America's sphere of influence, invoking and expanding Trump corollary to Monroe Doctrine to justify excluding external powers like China and dominating resources and infrastructure. This invasion of Venezuela represents the military execution of this blatant sphere of influence domination and resource acquisition. In response to the U.S. invasion of Venezuela, Reiwa Shinsengumi demands the following. 1. The Japanese government must protest the U.S. invasion of Venezuela, which tramples the UN Charter and international law. Furthermore, at the United Nations, Japan, as a nation with a pacifist constitution, must declare its stance rejecting any country's rule by force and demand respect for the sovereignty and the right to survival of the Venezuelan people. 2. Demand Japan break free from the trend of being integrated into the U.S. global strategy as an ally. Specifically, seize this opportunity to reverse the trend of increased defense spending and the imposition of a frontline state role. Finally, I appeal to all of you. The double dealing of great powers is nothing new. The long-standing massacre and genocide of Palestinians by Israel is a joint crime in which the so-called advanced Western powers and Japan also participated. The behavior of subjugating sovereign nations and dominating regions worldwide through overwhelming military force is colonialism itself, continuing since the 19th century. Now in 2026, the U.S. president seeks to make a final push by openly reviving the big stick diplomacy of 20th century Latin America, but it won't succeed. People striving to live with dignity and hoping for a better life everywhere in the world do not welcome such actions. For decades, the U.S. has failed at military domination in the Middle East and elsewhere. Anti-war, anti-colonial demonstrations against the invasions of Venezuela are erupting both inside and outside the U.S. The double dealing has been exposed. More and more people are saying they've had enough of colonial domination and genocide. Our world is changing. Everybody, don't despair. Let's change it together. January 4th, 2026, Reiwa Shinsengumi.